Okay, hi, I'm James and this is Heather, and we're doing the 36 tips to help prepare for Warlords of Draenor. So the idea behind this is we're hoping to get you ready for Warlords by getting you more gold, let you level faster, and also get you more into the game. So point 36, you need to redo all your talents and your glyphs and enchants. That's why it's point 36, because it takes a long time if you want to do it, but it'd be worth it if you do, because it should let you level faster. You want to switch those talents so you've got more sort of speed and utility ones, as opposed to your pure DPS or tanking or healing. You want to go DPS and utility, so if you get stuck on an awkward mob, you've got lots of options there. So that's point 36.
So point 35 is you want to research your profession. So you really want to look into what materials you need, who your vendor is, and if you have to do anything with your garrison.
Yeah, once you're at max level, you'll have all the recipes ready to go and get them on the auction house and sell them and basically exploit the hell out of people. Right, so point 34 is fishing. We all love fishing. No we don't, because it's fucking boring, but you should do it because in Warlords of Draenor a lot of recipes involve fish. Especially in alchemy, so you should get your fishing up and you should be able to make a bit of gold out of it, but not that much, and that's why it's point 34. So what's point 33, Heather?
Point 33 is challenge mode. So they're going in 6.0. The season's going to be finishing, so get in there and get as many get the mounts, titles and the Transmog gear.
I haven't done those yet, have you?
No.
But they seem really hard, so I'm probably not going to do that, but that's why we put it as point 33, because a lot of people are probably not going to do it, but do it and you'll get your mount and stuff.
Exactly.
So point 32, try and get that heroic cloak with the massive quest. It's not got the valor point sort of grind anymore, so it's a bit better, but it would still approximately take about 2 to 3 months, but it will increase your DPS load so you level faster. And also the heirloom for Garrosh, you can only get it in flex mode and above, but if you do get it, then it'll scale with your level from 90 to 100, and it'll be pretty overpowered compared to all the rest of the equipment, so it's worth having a look at getting the heirloom.
So point 31 is you want to get yourself some bags. So you big bags. So you might want to have an alt which has a load of bags, you know, a bank alt, so you can just mail items to them, and even use your guild bank and maybe level some tailoring as well. Yeah,
so you can get yourself like a guild bank on an alt, and it'll get you loads of extra space, especially for professions. You'll be able to have all the extra materials there. In an expansion, you always find your bags are absolutely jam-packed full, so having a bank alt really helps, and also getting just the biggest bags you can afford. It should increase your gold overall anyway, because you can hold more, less trips back to the capital city, less of a ball ache in general. My tip, number 30, get your raid team ready. So the new setup is going to be, you're going to have flex until you get to mythic raiding, which is going to be 20 man. So most teams are setting up their raid compositions to be 2 10-man teams with a few extra guys coming in here and there, and then once they get enough gear to do mythic, they just merge those teams and then they're ready for mythic raiding. So it's a good time now to get your raid team ready, do some practice, know who's going to be, you know, doing what, and then you'll be ready for Warlords raiding. So what's point 29?
So point 29 is you want to do a bit of a spring clean. I know it's a bit of a ball ache, but you need to make some space because you're
stealing my word.
What, ball ache?
Yes, I use ball ache.
I've always used ball ache.
Okay, you can have ball ache for point 29.
Thank you, just for point 29. So now you want to be looking at selling your stuff, as a lot of it will go down in value. So you need to think about what people may want in future, and maybe transmog sets and things like that. You might be able to make money in the future, but everything else, just get rid of it. So or you can just sell up. Yeah,
so some stuff is going to sell well when the new expansion comes out, and most stuff is going to sell poorly because the stuff that's in demand is all in Warlords. So mainly just sell all your stuff, get it out of the way, and then you got some free space.
Definitely.
Yeah, so Brawlers Guild, number 28. Do the Brawlers Guild because that's starting a new season when Warlords comes out. You can get, there's a few things you can get. I haven't done this yet, but you need to get your title. You can get Brawler title. You get a mount from it, which still costs about 1,000 gold, and pets you can get, and it's fun and easy, and those rewards are going to be going away, so you want to get that one in.
So point 27 is you want to research the dungeon. This is going to be specifically for tanks and healers, because it should hopefully save a lot of stress, and also the mechanics are going to be new and the difficulty has gone up, so you're going to need to do that.
Yeah, they're ramping up the difficulty quite a lot for the new ones, and a lot of people said, you know, there's a few instant wipe mechanics, so it's worth doing a bit of research. So point 26 though, get some new gaming peripherals. Now this is only if you got some spare cash, and is not essential, but it's always nice to have like a new like Razer mouse or something like that. If you haven't got an MMO mouse, I'd definitely recommend getting one. Pick a basic one up for maybe 40 quid, dollars, I don't know what that is. Yeah, after that you could get a keyboard, give you a bit of freshness to your gaming
station.
Yes, and also make it look cool so you can pull girls easier. No, that won't happen with that, no.
But Razer and Logitech are really good ones. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah, you go.
So point 25 is get a cool title. So it's basically character swag. So there's loads of titles out there that you can get. One of them's Bloodthirsty, or you can get Jenkins, which is really cool, Crusader, and the one that I want to get is Crazy Cat Lady. So get yourself a cool title.
So point 24, just do a bit of a clean up on your computer, because like me, I've got crap all over my desktop. You can
Not
make it
literally.
No, I've not shut on my computer yet, but you know, these are things to do in the future. There's a program you can get called WizTree. It probably has loads of viruses on it, but I use it, and you can just delete a load of useless rubbish that you don't want, and it shows how much it's taken up. So you got like, you know, 10 gigabytes on Blu-ray Devil Wears Prada or something, you want to get that deleted. And yeah, there's loads of things. You can just Google top ways to clean up your computer and speed it up. It'll give you loads of useful tips to get your computer in order without having to spend any money.
Wicked.
No brainer.
The next point is going to be number 23, which is get some ground mount. So we all know there's going to be no flying in Draenor, so get yourself some ground mount. There's some really good videos by Jesse Heels. Check it out, see what you like.
Yeah, because there's no flying in Draenor, for people who don't know.
Yeah.
So ground mounts are the ones you need.
I just said that.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't listening.
Don't. So there's some cool ground mounts. You could get a camel or a mammoth, or what James is going to be using is his goat. So
a goat and a Draenei combination looks well good.
Hell yeah.
Right, point 22, level your professions. This is another thing where you can just make loads of gold. If you use a site called Undermine, you can see which profession recipes sell for what and how much extra you can make on top of the the materials that you buy. So at the start of this expansion, I was exploiting the hell out of people and just selling these armor sets where I just put, you know, double or triple the price on, and you end up just making loads, more than you can ever make from just farming the materials and selling them. But you need to be ready for that, and the way you get ready is level your professions now, and they'll be ready to go.
So number 21 is, if you've got some extra cash, it might be worth upgrading your computer. So the cheapest way is to get some more RAM, because it's easy, you can just buy it cheaply and shove it in. Then
That's what she said.
The next one is you could get a solid state hard drive, which just means that your computer will just start up quicker, and the load times will be quicker in WoW as well. Or you could even get a new video card. That's the costly one, but it'll increase your frames per second and make the game a lot more smoother.
Yeah, so starting it's going to be RAM would cost you about 20 quid, then you got SSD, step it up to maybe 80, video card is going to cost you 100 quid or more. Type that into Google if you want a currency conversion. So point 20 is do a bit of research on your class. The classes are going to be changing massively with the new expansion, so you can have new rotations. You want to go into the expansion doing the most DPS you can so you can level up quickly. So a bit of research on your class will help with that. Guides from like Bellular, Fat Boss are always good for guides. Anyone on YouTube, just type in, you know, name of your class into YouTube, Warlords of Draenor, and it'll come up with a good guide for you.
So number 19 is you need to decide whether you're going to go hardcore with the expansion or you're going to be a bit more casual. So hardcore, basically you're going to have a poo sock on hand and just blitz through it and maybe not enjoy it as much. Or are you going to go casual, go a bit slower and maybe enjoy it a bit more, maybe concentrate on the lore and things like that. So you need to think about what you want from the expansion and, you know, what your strategy is going to be.
Yeah, because then you're going to basically get what you want out of it. So if you planned ahead about what you're actually going to do, then you'll achieve the goals that you set for yourself. So next one, what do you do? 19? I'm on 18. Get some pet. Start doing pet stuff. I haven't done this yet, but it's on my list of things to do. You need to get your pets ready for their expansion, because they're going to be ramping up the difficulty. I don't know what pets do. You've got difficult pets or whatever. I don't know. Just get some and do some pet stuff.
My pet was killed by a moth once.
Yes, that's the reason why you need to level them up. You don't want to be getting killed by moths.
No, you don't.
So, number 17.
So number 17 is you want to get the water strider mount. So apparently there's going to be lots of water. So obviously with the water strider,
there will be water.
There will be water.
Yes.
Yes.
Yep.
So obviously it's going to be easier to walk across. Apparently there's going to be some follow quests as well, so it'll be easier to keep up. So get one.
So yeah, if for anyone who doesn't know, a reputation in Pandaria to get that one. Number 16, stock up on some cool transmog. So you need the transmog to look like a pimp rolling into the expansion, because as soon as you go in, there's going to be like thousands of people around. You want to look, you know, cool. So on YouTube, just type in cool transmog for whatever your class is and go run and get some nice easy stuff. Make it feel fresh and nice for the expansion.
And individual as well. Number 15 is you want to get some food and drink. So
now, this is a real life tip, isn't it?
This is a real life tip.
Yeah,
this isn't in-game.
This tip is good for like optimization of your time. So you want meals that are going to just take you like 4 minutes to make. You don't have to be there for it. Just shove it in the microwave. And then you want other things like you want to drug yourself up, get some caffeine, and then you can just go hard the whole day. So convenience meal and caffeine. That's my tip there.
But you should also, possibly, I sound like a mum, have a bit of fruit. Because if you don't, you might make yourself sick, and then you won't be able to play because you'll be too ill. And also,
you're making me sick.
And also, drink loads of water, because the caffeine is going to dehydrate you, and also water is good for your eyes.
Helps your eyes work.
Helps your eyes. So get all your favourites in, but also try and stay hydrated.
Right. Next, plan time. So one thing that I never did that I've started doing is just booking a bit of time off from work for the expansion, because they come once every 2 years, but you know, Blizzard are trying to make it 3 years as much as they can, delaying expansion times, the bastards. But you should book a bit of time off, because you really get into the expansion a lot more and you enjoy your time. You're not having to rush when you come in from work, getting just a few hours. When you do a WoW session, you need like, you know, 3 or 4 hours to really just get into it. That might sound a bit sweaty gamerish, but that's what I think anyway.
So number 13 is create characters for both factions. Well, we've only just done this today.
Yeah.
We've only had alliance characters, and we've made some horde ones today. But you want the story from both sides, and also you can sort of pick, you know, which faction you want to be, depending on who's winning at PvP. And also it'll keep your options open for guilds. So
get glory hunting.
Yeah, we've actually quite liked our horde characters today, haven't we? So
well, we're only level 5, so
yeah, well, so far it's
too
been
early
good
to say.
So you should definitely try both factions. Give it a go.
Yes. So number 12, don't forget to print screen. Right. So this is my tip, because back in vanilla, I've got no idea what happened in vanilla. I was like, what, 15 or something? It was a long time ago, and I'm old now.
You've got a terrible memory.
Yeah, I've no idea. But for some reason, I've got like 100 days game time. So I was doing something, but I can't remember because I didn't print screen any of this stuff. Print screen, get all your memories there. Maybe make a photo book so you can flick through it with your grandkids. Like, oh look, this is me on an elk. You know, things like that.
This is my youth.
That's my tip. Yeah, this is all my youth.
So
done.
Number 11 is guild up. So get a guild, because WoW is supposed to be social, and also it'll help you level faster, experience more content, and obviously you're going to need it for mythic raiding. Well, this is also a good time to move guilds if you're not 100% happy in the guild that you're in. So you should definitely find a guild that you're happy with, and get some friends. Which is a tip for us, really.
This could be number 1, because the guild is so important. It increases your enjoyment of the game, you know, 100%. Gives you access to the raids. You wouldn't be able to do mythic raiding, or hardly be able to do any of the other raids, and just having friends online just makes it way better. So no brainer. Right, so number 10, get your add-ons sorted out. So if you haven't got Curse client, get that, because it's so much easier to install and update your add-ons, and either update or at least get the add-ons. So sort your interface out, get your DPS add-ons. SCADA I've got recently, that's really good. Deadly boss mods, you want them.
Yeah.
Just Google the add-ons that most people have, get them all sorted out.
Point 9 is you want to get your healing and speed potions. So you should check out Icy Veins for the potions specifically for your class. Some of the potions may help you with your DPS as well, and you can also get Swiftness potion to help you run faster and level faster. So that's definitely something you should look into.
Indeed. So number 8, level some alts. This expansion is going to be really alt friendly when talking about garrisons, because if you have a garrison on each of your alts, the garrison gives you like loads of alts in a short amount of time. So having alts is going to be really handy for you to get gold and stuff like that. And also just for your raid composition as well. We don't know what's going to be the best sort of raid composition. You might need some more classes of some type than others, and having loads of alts just gives you options there. So that's why you need alts.
Number 7 is you want to do some gear upgrades. So spend all the tokens that you can at the moment using your Valor, because in patch 6.0 there isn't going to be any Valor anymore. It's going to be lesser charms. So spend it now and upgrade your gear.
Also, the upgrades are going away completely with Warlords. Number 6, immerse yourself is my point I have written down here. So that basically means just you need to get fully into the game, telling any family that they're not allowed to speak to you for at least a month whilst you play Warlords. And I'm being serious, you need to sit in the dark, like turn the volume, don't have like a, you know, some random playlist. Like, you can have playlists later on, but at first you need the WoW music up to full. You need to believe you're in the game, because it'll increase your enjoyment so much.
Yeah.
And I sound like a sad freak, but I think you should do it.
No, exactly. Well, you need to kit out your room, and also just stuff like put your WoW t-shirt on or something, like put your healer t-shirt on or your tank t-shirt or something.
Yes.
And really get into it.
Self-affirming symbols. Don't be ashamed of being a WoW nerd.
No, be proud.
You've spent the money on it. You're in it. There's no one else here.
You enjoy it. Don't
just do it.
Yeah. Don't be ashamed. You enjoy it. So number 5 is create some music playlists. So this is a big one, I think, because when you're first going in, you know, you want to be immersed again. So this follows on from the last point.
Yeah.
So you might want a fantasy playlist, or you know, you might want some dubstep or something when you raid in to really get you into it. So maybe get onto Spotify. You can even start following other people's playlists, but I think you should definitely get multiple playlists for the different moods of the game, and it'll help you sort of get into it.
So what I'd say from that is, like, after you've got over the WoW music, because there's only so many times you can listen to the normal music of WoW before you start going crazy, then you want these playlists on Spotify and stuff to fill in, and especially for PvP you have like heavy rock or dubstep and you really get into it. And even if it's not those, you can go for podcasts, anything that's going to get you more into the game. Point 4 is set up your keybinds. So if you're not on the keybind wagon already, you need to start doing keybinds. I'm still a bit of a clicker, but I'm sort of getting into the keybinds. You need to be able to react to the gameplay mechanics quickly, and you can only do that with having your keyboard set up so that you can do all your cooldowns and your spells, and it just lets you interact with your characters so much faster, and you don't have to constantly look at this interface that you don't need to look at. Basically, you need your keybinds so that you can play the game properly, so keybind it up.
So point 3 is make gold. So this is like a real main point, because from looking at people's comments on the beta, garrisons are expensive and a lot of the stuff is expensive, so you really need to start making gold now if you can. Gold will also help you level quicker by buying more gear, which will mean faster raiding progression, help you buy enchants and gems and things like that. And sometimes you need to spend gold to make the golds. Oh, that
spend gold to make the gold.
To make the gold.
You must spend gold to make the gold.
But yeah, start saving now. So that could be, you know, when you're trying to do your spring cleaning on your bags and everything. And also if you're making potions and whatnot, start doing it now. Make gold.
Number 2, get involved in patch 6.0. You can get some gear from the new revamped version of UBRS. So they're adding, I think I've heard it's eye level 550 gear from there. The reason why you need that is because it'll help you level faster. Get some DPS gear in, and yeah, it shouldn't take too long, and it probably get really repetitive by the end of patch 6.0, but good easy way to get gear. Nice and quick, and shouldn't be too many like fails, you know, like LFR. So that's point 2.
So point 1 is lore. So we're really getting into lore at the moment.
Point 1, fireworks.
So basically lore will enhance your experience of the game. It'll give you motivation for killing 20 I don't know, butterflies, and then
Yeah.
you know what's going on with the
Yeah.
actual expansion.
So we've never got into lore before, but with all these trailers that are coming out and all the podcasts, everyone's starting to get more into the lore. In Warlords, they're putting voiceover on everything, and it really does just get you more into the game. You actually, instead of just sort of racing to the top level and the leveling being more of a chore, it's part of the gameplay, and you actually really get into it. And since we've started listening to the lore, I've been enjoying the game a lot more. And I know it sounds like a lot of people are like, oh god, lore, I'm not doing that. Just have a go, just try it. And that is our list of points to try and help you out. This was supposed to be a 10-minute video and it's gone on for 30 minutes, so thanks for staying with us if there is anyone still listening, and
It's nobody.
hopefully listen to our podcast and hope the list wasn't too crap.